C6 Corvette transformation from orange to Metallica racing livery. This is the rear bumper. So again, I'm wrapping everything in Avery Dennison Satin Black. The bumper on a C6 Corvette, has that flat look, so it's actually two pieces. You can't really make the vinyl go around those corners like that. So the big long flat piece that goes around the top and the sides, which I'm doing here, just lay it flat on both sides, squeegee it out. Already have the knifeless tape placed, and then kind of cut that out. And then there's got that seam where the quarter panels are. You tuck that in, tuck it again. Just make sure you're really in that crevice, if you will, that seam, and then use a knife to lightly cut that out. You can use knifeless tape there as well, but you got to be pretty precise with it. But you actually have a nice little crevice in there. You can put the blade in there and edge it. Kind of aim it just towards the quarter a little, so it doesn't cut on anything on the car, but it cuts it just enough to kind of fold it in. Next step is to take the backing paper off for the back piece of the bumper. It's a very, very long piece because it's not just a flat part, but it has to wrap around the bottom a little bit. You take the backing paper off, pull it out a little bit, glass it both sides, work it a little bit just to get it glassed. And once you're glassed, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy squeegee because most of it's pretty flat. Once everything is glassed out, I kind of take my knife and cut around the bumper just to keep that from getting snagged up on anything. And then of course I squeegee everything down. cut it just underneath the ledge there a little bit, enough to fold it around. Then you slowly got to work that license plate area in. After squeegeeing everything down and doing the license plate area, I move on to the tail light area, which on the C6 Corvette, it has those traditional circle lights back there that have a very, very deep recess. I know a lot of people go and do inlays in there with a flat piece, which is a great idea for just any vinyl, but again, this is Avery Dennison. I know it's going to conform really well and bend and stretch really well. So I chose, because I practiced this a couple times with small pieces, I chose to just stretch it on in there. Now, it did start to lose its coloration, as it probably should, but going 2 inches back and seeing where the decoloration was happening, you're not going to see in there anyway because it's too dark, it's too deep. So I decided to go with that with the no seam look. Plus, just I like to test things out, and that's what I did. Again, I wrapped this thing in black 6 months ago and then started putting the Metallica emblems on, and in 6 months, nothing has pulled up. You know, if you really look hard, you might see a little decoloration. I wouldn't recommend necessarily you do it that way, maybe unless you're using Avery Dennison and maybe black. Otherwise, I would definitely put inlays in there just to make sure it holds. You don't have to go back and redo it. But as of yet, I haven't had to redo it. But what I did is cut a little circle, heat it up a little bit, press it in, trim it a little bit more so it relaxes and I can stretch it in there, and it works for all four. Once I had the taillights done, I moved down to the bottom of the bumper where it has a seam where there is that hard black plastic, so I just kind of tucked it in there. I had some tape set up to give me a space to cut it to make sure it also didn't catch. I tucked it in there, trimmed it out. I used the knifeless tape to cut that seam, pulled out the strings, the remaining strings, heated everything up, sealed the deal, and there you have it. Back bumper done. Thanks for watching, everybody. Got some more videos coming out. We're doing the wheels, and of course we're going to be doing all the Metallica logos. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.